Okay, all you Rhonda cammers, we are in the middle of Dallas traffic. And if you've never been outside of the city limits of Texarkana, you got to go on a trip. We're headed over. We were headed over here earlier this morning because I had 2 doctor's appointment follow-ups. And I decided that since we had time between appointment number 1 and appointment number 2, that we had like 40 minutes to spare. So, I find a Salvation Army. Well, it is wrapped up, and so
There's thrift store.
it's a thrift. Well, yeah, it's a thrift store, duh. And so we're going down the road, and there's and the Salvation Army's over yonder, and I'm seeing it, and Brother Bobby's just calmly going, and I said, now I know why my mama always stayed so frustrated, because you and Daddy are so much alike. Y'all just calmly go. And he said, well, what's so wrong with just calmly going? And I said, well, it's not what I would have done. So we've laughed about that all day. But I got to my doctor's appointments, and they are both, my radiologist and my oncologist, both are just ecstatic at my dermatologist is my oncologist. She's an oncology dermatologist. And they are both just ecstatic at my progress. Well, I got to share with my oncologist about the Lord giving me the vision in the hospital back in 2020 whenever I was first told that I had cancer. And how the Lord just picked that up with that machine. And then when I walked into the radiation department, there was that machine that had helped, that God showed me. She was just teary-eyed and just couldn't believe it. God has been so amazing. But back to the calmly going. I was thinking about that. Y'all know how I am. I was thinking about calmly going. So many times we look at God and we say, you're just calmly going. You're not answering my prayers. You're not hearing me. And is there a shield between me and you to where you're not hearing? But I want you to know that God looks down and he says, what is wrong with calmly going? The waiting period, I promise you, is the hardest thing to do. And if I'd have had my way, I would have wanted to die if I had not known God. And I'm just telling you today, be encouraged and just let God do what God does and let him calmly go, and then trust that he's gonna get there right on time, and he will fulfill the desire of your heart. I want you guys to know that God is so faithful, and I am so thankful that y'all are my friends and I get to share my calmly goings with y'all. Love you so much, and I'll talk to y'all later.